So, hello guys. This is the facial recognition project team. I am Lakey.
I'm Andy.
I'm Mike.
And I'm Katie.
And our mentor is Bill Madden, which cannot be here today, sadly. So, a reminder of what this project is. We are trying to build a facial recognition program that we can use in IoT implementations. Our first implementation will be to open a door with it. We're trying to recognize a face and use a Raspberry Pi, which is a microcomputer, to then activate an electric door lock that can open the door automatically. This past summer, we got facial recognition working on Mac, not on Windows. So our goal this internship was to make it work on Windows and to make the circuitry in the door lock work properly. And this is what we accomplished.
So for the software, we used OpenCV, which is open source computer vision. It's implemented in a lot of recognition and tracking software. They use languages such as C++, Java, and Python. We chose to use Python because we thought it would be best at supporting our project's needs.
Our progress so far, so we were able to, using the OpenCV and the Python programs, we were able to be able to recognize with this really creaky matrix that's generated. And we also were able to use and modify our data sets, particularly using our test sets as celebrities because they had incredibly high quality photos. And yeah, good photography. And so we were able to recognize Iron Man, Kit Harington, and Peter Dinklage 100% accurate. Like from a distance, like spot on. However, we then had to do it for our faces with multiple different cameras. We first started with our actual laptops, and then we had to modify to the portable camera that we're trying to add to the door lock module. Building the data set, we had to alternate between having certain saturations because certain larger data sets would actually prove to oversaturate, and then everybody would show up as Lakey, while having too little would be able to detect but would try to switch between the data sets available. And we were also able to, and Andy's going to talk about this further, we were able to get the door lock actually hooked up to the Raspberry Pi.
I am Andy again. Now, I was in charge of basically all of the material assets. So this is how the project was when we started this internship. As you can see, it was a bit eccentric. Now, after designing a 3D printed kind of board in order to keep everything organized, we were able to kind of like make it as efficient as possible because we were dealing with a lot of voltage problems. We could keep it turned on for about 3 minutes and then magic smoke. And as anyone knows, magic smoke, not good. We were able to find that a 5-volt power supply for the lock itself, which is actually actuated here, controlled here by the Raspberry Pi, allows it to operate almost indefinitely without magic smoke. This is a monument to all our sins.
We burn all these resistors.
We're sorry. Anyway.
It wasn't a resistance problem.
We do actually have it successfully set up. It is opening and closing on command. But now for the actual magic part.
So here's our facial recognition app, which is finally working on Windows. And we have a couple of test subjects. To whoever can see it. See? Mike, come here.
Just got to get the hair out of my face.
You're 90% hair. So as you can see, he's Erica. So it's working perfectly.
Erica's
Thank
dad.
you. Let's see who Erica is.
It's just because Erica's photos are so good in our
Let's see who
data
Erica
set.
is. And Erica is Erica, fine.
It just works.
You guys look almost alike, so
Yeah, it's almost the same.
That's fair.
So, what are our next steps after this internship? We got the facial recognition working, let's say yes. And we got the Raspberry Pi to get connected to the door lock finally. So we can control both things. Our next step is to combine both of them by implementing the facial recognition in the Raspberry Pi. And then, with a code, make it open when it detects a normal face. And we also have to fix the facial recognition because we don't want Mike to enter in Erica's house legally. Thank you.